here from A.C.E, and today I am bringing you a video that I am so excited to do. It's gonna be a review of Suho's self-portrait. I don't think we've ever done a review of an album on this channel. We've done like first listens, but we haven't done reviews, and that's something I've actually been wanting to do for quite a while. So I decided that this would be the perfect opportunity to do it, and that is because you may have noticed there's no reaction to the title track on our channel, which is very upsetting. I was actually supposed to react to it. I was already on the day. I was so excited, like I was literally counting down the days to this, and I kind of ran into a little medical situation right beforehand. I was feeling extremely tired throughout the day, and I went for a nap, and when I woke up from the nap, things went very downhill very quickly, and yeah, I couldn't do it, and I didn't even get to watch it then for ages because I just was not feeling good at all. But it's all good now. I'm not sure if you can tell, like I'm trying to stay a bit away from the camera so you can't see, but my whole cheek is swollen. I actually have stitches all in my cheek and in my gums. So the swelling has gone down a good bit, so it's fine. But anyway, yeah, so I'm really sorry that there was no reaction to the music video, but I'm hoping that this makes up for it and I can give you my thoughts on the music video and the album as a whole. So like, isn't that better? You get my reaction to everything. I have the album here, both versions. If you haven't seen already, Eva did an unboxing of the two albums, so you should definitely go check that out. I will leave the link in the description and at the end of the video as well. So make sure you go watch that because it's such a pretty album and you need to see it all. All I've done the past few days, because I've been staying in my apartment to, you know, get better, all I've been doing is listening to this album. So I wrote a bunch of notes for what I want to talk about, but I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. Like, I have a lot of notes here, but I'm gonna try to make it shorter. It's getting hot in here. I don't know whether to take this off or not. I think it's so sunny. It's like sunny and hot all the time here. I swear to God. Like, it's spring, Korea. What are you doing? I'm sweating. So I was living for this debut. When SM announced it, it kind of came as a shock to me. Like, not a shock, but like, it's just, I wasn't expecting Suho to be the next soloist, which I guess makes sense because obviously, you know, he has to leave us at some stage soon. So I'm so happy that he got to have his solo before that. And it's funny because I didn't realize how much I needed a Suho solo album until I had one, and now I'm like, I need another one. I'm annoyed with myself that I would ever even not kind of think about the fact that I need a Suho solo album. Me and Eva were like super emo over Suho like the past few weeks, but like, I feel like since I've gotten to Korea, I've just been so emo over Suho, and we were like talking on Skype one night and we just got so emotional over him, and like since then especially, and then it was like announced with the fact that he was going to have his solo album, and just so many emotions for this man. I love this man. That's okay. That's, if you take anything away from this video, just know I love this man with my whole goddamn heart. That's why I'm even making this video, because I was like, I can't let his debut go by and not talk about it like that. I can't. I was like counting down the days, super excited, and it was very disappointing that I ended up not feeling too good on that day, but I have since watched the music video a million times and listened to the album non-stop. Like, I had to get a procedure done, and afterwards I was in a lot of pain and very stressed, and I was finding it difficult to kind of calm myself down and sleep. And so after trying a bunch of things and realizing it wasn't going to work, I was like, maybe I'll just put on Self-Portrait and just listen to that, like, because it's quite a soothing album. So I was like, maybe that'll work. and I like instantly calmed down. It was like as soon as I heard his voice, I just felt so much better, like this warmth and that feeling that like everything was gonna be okay, and I'm getting emo again. But yeah, I was like, I ended up falling asleep, and it just made me realize that like, yeah, that was the moment I was like, I needed this album. There's just something about it that's very soothing and like therapeutic. That was the word I was looking for. I wrote that down. Yes, it's a very therapeutic album. It's such a spring album. I love spring albums, and I love albums that sound like a season. So this is definitely spring for me. I have it added to my like spring playlist on Spotify. I have Jongdae's April and a Flower on my spring playlist as well, because like the EXO boys are just great at doing spring albums, apparently. Yeah, so we'll just get into it. We'll start off with track 1, which is O2, and O2 is probably one of my favorite albums. O2 is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. Suho said it's about two people with empty hearts, and they like meet, and like so it's like two O's meeting, so O2, and like O2 obviously is oxygen, you can't live without oxygen, so it's like, oh, these two people couldn't live without each other, and blah blah blah. And I feel like it's kind of like, obviously it might be something personal for him, but I feel like as an XOL, I'm gonna make this all about me, it feels like he's saying that without each other, like EXO or Suho without XOL, we're like missing something. And then it's like when they found each other, it's like, oh, we actually need each other, we're better together, and we like rely on each other. That's what I get from it. It's like a really dreamy song, like just like water flowing. Something that I noticed in the song and throughout the album as well is that like his voice is very soft and like delicate and calm, but it's so powerful at the same time. And I think with the instrumentals, like there's very strong, I mean we have like some kind of light piano and guitar throughout, but there's also some very kind of heavy, more alternative instrumentals in this album as well, and that like contrasted with his soft voice is just beautiful. Like I swear to God, this album is a masterpiece. Like okay, I have been freaking out about the instrumentals for all of these songs. Like obviously Suho's voice is like the best thing about this album, but I just think the way the instrumentals were composed, like I am a sucker for just guitar and piano, and then they also in O2 there's strings added in, and like the strings like build it up, and oh, I love the layering of the instrumentals as well. Like if you like start out with the piano and then bring in the guitar and then bring in the violin, it's just like it's getting more like powerful and beautiful, and it makes me so excited. Yeah, like it's just, it creates this emotional build up, and like just the instrumentals with his voice, like it just I don't have words for this. Oh my God, also his falsettos are beautiful in this song and throughout the album as well. Like, damn. See, it feels very dreamy and hazy in the beginning. Then you have the really light plucking on the guitar and the piano. He really knew what he was doing with this album. I smile like an idiot whenever I listen to this album, which is all day, every day, so at least it's keeping me happy. Those violins, building up the emotion. This bit. What I love about that bit is it builds up so much and you think that it's gonna be like, boom, like in your face, but then it just goes like like it does the unexpected, and I love that. I just love that whole bit. The fact that it's in English, that's the thing. I feel like all the English lyrics throughout this album make sense. Like they're not just there to have English lyrics, like all of them stand out so much, and like even if you don't understand a single word of the song, when you hear the like one or two English lines, like you can feel the emotion of the whole song in those few lines. All the songs were beautifully written, and especially like with those English lyrics, like because sometimes I feel like K-pop songs just kind of have English in it, just have English, but with this it really felt like the English had a purpose in it. Oh, my legs. Oh, I'm sitting so awkwardly. Oh shit, I have bruises. What are we talking about now? So we'll talk about Let's Love, because that's the title track and also the next song on the album. I adore Let's Love. I can see why it was chosen as the title track. Also, if the title of the song does not make you want to just like curl up in a ball and cry, then I don't know what to say to you. Let's Love is something that is very near and dear to EXO and XOL. It's like the message that he wants to send to those he loves, like his family, his friends, his members, XOL, you know, let's love. Like that's the most important thing in life, to love and to share that love with the people you love. You're gonna be so fed up with me saying this throughout this video, but the instrumentals in this song, even when there's moments where it's powerful, it doesn't overtake from his voice, and which is so weird because, as I mentioned, his voice is so soft and delicate. So I don't know how this works, but it's like the combination of the two, it's like the instrumentals don't drown out his voice. It's like it complements his voice, which obviously it's supposed to. Suho is such an underrated vocalist. Like honestly speaking here, like any vocalist in EXO could be a main vocalist, and I'm glad that the solos are getting to show that literally any one of them could be a main vocalist. And Suho for sure could be, and I wish he'd be more recognized for his voice. And even me, like I feel like I don't pay as much attention to his voice as I should. I kind of would pay more attention to the main vocalist, which makes sense of course, but I'm like, Suho has such a unique vocal color. Like none of the other members have this same style and same voice as his. Like his voice is very just like flowy, like it's like water, and his voice is like water. This makes sense. Suho, water, superpowers. Yes, suddenly it all makes sense. Listening to him makes me think of flowing water and like just nice, easy movements, and how he can be powerful even with a soft voice. Like I don't know how he does it, but he does, and I'm just like, that's the way it starts so soft and then just hey. If you did not say hey when you first watched this music video, yeah, I don't know how many, I'm gonna repeat myself so much, but this whole album is just so dreamy, and like this album is this day, a day like this where the sun is shining and it's spring and the flowers are blooming. I loved the music video as well. It was so simple and beautiful and artistic. The music video was like the album. I just love this whole concept of like all the artwork. It's so pretty, and also these covers are so stunning. Like I feel like they're one of my favorite EXO subunit, EXO soloist album covers. They're just so pretty and they go so nicely together. Like obviously I had to get 2 versions because they're too beautiful, and also, you know, gotta support. I can't feel my legs or my face. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna sit for a second. Oh my god, I should have done it up here. Although this kind of feels awkward. I forget what I was talking about, but anyway, something I do want to mention. Suho had said that a big inspiration for him with this album was the style of like Coldplay and Maroon 5, like that kind of soft rock sound. And oh my god, like I didn't really know what sound this album was gonna have. Like I had a feeling it would kind of be softer, kind of more like Jongdae than Baekhyun, and like I had that feeling that it was gonna, like, there was gonna be piano. But this was very surprising because, like, yes, there was like the soft piano and guitar and stuff, but there's also this kind of heavier, more alternative sound, as I mentioned, and I could never pinpoint a genre for Suho, but now I'm like, oh my god, this is it. This is his genre. He just does it so well, and like, it fits him so much. I feel like all of EXO's soloists, their albums represent them and like where, like, the area of music that they can show their vocals the best through. So now we're going to talk about what I think is my favorite song on the album, and that is Made in You. So Made in You is a song written for EXO-L, and it's basically Suho saying that EXO-L made him who he is today, and that he wouldn't be him without it. To quote, I began from you, I'm made from you. I loved this song anyway, but knowing the lyrics and like what it's actually about and why he wrote it, like, it makes it 10 times better. And like most of the songs on this album, it makes me feel just like really light and really happy, and like you can tell he's like pouring his heart and soul out for us to tell us how he feels about us and how grateful he is for us. Something about this song that I love, and this album as a whole, is that when I'm listening to it, I can almost, like, for every single second of the song, I can almost visualize something, like an image, a video. Like I can see music videos in my head for this whole album. It's a visual album. I feel like it's very difficult to come across albums like that where you can almost see yourself in a certain situation when listening to it, and that is the case for every single one of these songs. But Made in You feels like one of those songs that like belongs in a movie, that like that happy ending where you're like running through a field or on the beach or something. It's like all the good feelings. Yeah, I can't help but visualize myself in very happy situations when I listen to this song. Like, even that instrumental. That instrumental makes me feel like I'm by the beach or just like sitting on a blanket in a field, and it's like a nice sunny day. Like, you can't help but feel happy when listening to this song. It's impossible. That build. Oh my god, his vocals are just so beautiful. And as I said about the English lyrics, he's telling us the important stuff. Yeah, this chorus is just one of my favorite things ever. So next we have a song that, like, the second I pressed play on it, that first note, I felt it in my soul. This song. So yeah, it's the story following on from Curtain, which, if you do not know Curtain, it is Suho's first single that came out in 2017, and because that was important to him, because it was his first solo track, he said that he wanted to continue that story. And I'm like, why? Because that story is not fun. That story is heartbreaking, and this song is heartbreaking, and yeah, it's very difficult for me to listen to this song and not cry. Like every time I listen to it, I get really emotional, and I get emotional to all of these songs, but for different reasons. But this one, it's like, oh, I'm sad. I don't really have much else to say other than this song just completely wowed me. Like this song has a different vibe from the rest of them, even though all the songs are quite different. But this song has a different vibe, and like all of the the whole last section of this song, I'm just in awe completely. It is beautiful. Like it's just, oh my god, that piano, you just feel sad straight away. And then that happens. Once again, like this song sounds like something that should be in a movie. That like really sad, heartbreaking part of the movie where you think all hope is lost. It's just beautiful, and I have nothing more to say. And we have Self-Portrait, the name of the album itself. This is another one of those like visual songs for me. Like I can see myself like walking along the trail like by the cherry blossoms, and like as I said, like it's a spring album. It just makes me visualize these spring images. This one also has those like soft rock vibes, which just suits him so well. It's kind of like, wait, hang on, let me play the beginning. The piano kind of feels jazzy. Like there, ooh, like it sounds jazzy, right? My favorite part of this song is probably the echoing bit. Hang on, let me get it. It's so beautiful, and especially when you're listening to it with headphones in and you can fully hear that echo. It's so beautiful. I can't say it enough times. Like, he's so underrated as a vocalist. I can't deal. And lastly, we have the duet with Yoonha, which is For You Now. I have a lot of feelings. About this song. Like seriously, a lot of feelings. Like basically, whenever I hear the beginning of this song, I know that I'm screwed. Like I'm gonna be a mess. Like this song, it's a tearjerker. Like I feel like Yoonha's and Suho's voices were made for each other. Like they complement each other so well. When they sing together, like I want to cry. You can just feel like this rawness and this fragility, and the fact that they both have that kind of tone to their voices makes this song like 10 times more heartbreaking. Like, oh, it's beautiful. I'm just gonna let you listen to it. So it starts out with Suho, and then Yoonha comes in. I already want to cry, and then like, do you hear how soft and fragile their voices are? Oh my god, it's so perfect. They're kind of roughly my thoughts on the album. I hope that editing me has managed to edit this down to a reasonable length, because I have been talking for a very long time. This is the kind of album where, as much as I want it to last forever, it's so perfect as a mini album. Like, because I'm like, oh, I want more, but like if there was more, then maybe it wouldn't have that same feeling, because obviously albums tell a story, and I feel like this album was wrapped up so nicely. Like the six songs that we have are perfect. This album as a whole just makes me feel so at peace with myself and the world, and so happy, and it like gets rid of any like anxious thoughts that I'm having, and it's like a hug hug in an album. Because it's a spring album, it's like spring is like rebirth and new beginnings and hope, and I think that's what we all need right now as well. And I feel like this album just came at the perfect time when, you know, with the situation we're in, this is the kind of thing that we need. Like, you know, music is extremely powerful and it can help people get through very difficult times, and for me personally, this album has already helped me so much, and for that I'm so grateful to Suho. And yeah, I will continue to support him throughout his promotions and be the happiest XOL. I love our leader and I'm so proud of him, and I just, yeah, I hope that he gets to continue to release wonderful music in the future, and I'm going to miss him like crazy when he leaves us, but at least we have this to always listen to. So yeah, and he's still here and he's still promoting, so support. So that was it for my review of Suho's first mini album. First of many, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to see more from me and Eva. As I mentioned, Eva did an unboxing of Suho's self-portrait album, both versions, so the link will be in the description and at the end of the video. Make sure you go check that out, and of course we have like a million EXO related videos, so there will be a playlist for those as well at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and that my face was not a distraction. And hopefully the next time I see you guys I will be fully 100% healthy. Yeah, so I will look forward to talking to you guys soon. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Suho, I love you. Bum bum.